We continue our orientation looking at transportation procedures. So under the orientation tab, scrolling down to the section identified as transportation, and we have several elements of information here. We'll first start with the PowerPoint information, which is an overview of the policies and procedures. So a requirement to be able to drive for our organization is that you have a satisfactory driving record. To ensure that we do our due diligence, we will be running your motor vehicle report periodically. If you have received tickets, it's your responsibility to notify the CEO. 2 excessive speeding tickets will avoid you from being able to provide transportation within our organization, as well as any motor vehicle violations, including drugs and alcohol use. Within each of our vehicles, we have a first aid kit and a fire extinguisher. When you get ready to leave, you need to ensure that they're there. We have a pre-trip inspection form that needs to be completed prior to leaving for each trip, but the beginning of each day, we need to fill out the actual form, which is used for our Medicaid billing documentation. There is a sample of how to complete the form correctly on this website underneath the title of Sample Vehicle Inspection. On this sample vehicle inspection, what it's showing us is that the driver needs to put their initials at the top of the page underneath the date for the day that they are doing the inspection. We need you to fill it out with Y for yes or N for no. Check marks and straight lines do not meet the requirements of the Department of Developmental Disabilities nor the Department of Medicaid. So we need you to put a yes if it is yes intact, no if it is not. If there's something that is not working and you put it in, then we need you to include notes in the note section so we can identify the correct way to fix it. If it is replacement or repair. So if there is something that is not working within the vehicle, if you would let us know, we will get those repairs completed as quickly as possible. So under each one of the categories, there is just some additional information to help you identify if it would be reported as a yes or a no. Speeding and reckless driving is strictly prohibited. Use of cell phones in the vehicles is prohibited while you're driving. You will be responsible for any traffic tickets that you incur while operating company vehicles, so please follow the laws. You are not able to drive with the handicap placard in the windshield, so when you park the vehicle, you can put the handicap placard in the windshield. However, while driving, you must have it removed. The Highway Patrol and Sheriff's Department will issue tickets if you're driving with the placard in the window. Emergency procedures are listed on the site as well. If you look under the title Emergency Policies for Transportation, you'll see an overview of each emergency that could occur while you're operating one of the company vehicles and the correct action to take during that emergency situation. During any vehicle emergency, remember to ensure the safety of yourself and the individuals that you're supporting. If you need to evacuate the vehicle, the steps are here, as well as assisting people with securing of their wheelchairs, tornadoes, general information, hazardous road conditions. So please take a moment and review the emergency processes for transportation emergencies. If a person becomes escalated while you're driving, we want to ensure everyone's safety, and that would typically require pulling off the road and contacting law enforcement personnel. We do not want our staff members to place their hands on individuals. We need to give people additional space, move people away from the person that is escalated, and maintain safety until law enforcement arrives. oftentimes, if we're providing therapeutic support for the individual during transportation, we can avoid situations of escalation. Each individual that you're transporting has a person-specific plan, and inside of the plan is things that are important to and important for the individual, as well as important things to know. So be sure to read that information about the passengers that you'll be transporting so you have the most accurate and helpful information to know how to support them. General reminders is that everyone needs to wear a seatbelt, pick up after themselves. It is a disservice if we allow individuals to leave trash on the vehicle and not have them pick up after themselves. So just like your mama hopefully taught you, everyone just needs to pick up after themselves because it's just part of being responsible. If there are any concerns about the vehicle, please let us know immediately. When you're done using your vehicle, return the keys to the key box and complete an additional inspection in case there's something that is wrong, so we can take action prior to it going out on the next route. If an individual fails to follow transportation procedures, we can terminate their privileges to ride. Some additional reminders: the first person of the day completes the daily inspection form that I shared with you. Fill out the mileage sheet within the vehicle after each trip. If the vehicle is less than 3/4 of a tank, fill it up prior to returning. Turn your gas receipts into the business office mailbox. Be sure that the vehicle is clean and all trash is removed. The daily inspection sheets are removed on Mondays. The mileage sheets are pulled on the first of each month, and handicap placards cannot be used while driving the motor vehicles. If you have any questions about transportation, don't hesitate to let us know. We have identified team mentors within each organization that will be happy to help you.